Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon, here with Dave. Dave is going to open his copy of Moonrakers. This is the Titan edition. Go for it, Dave. I'll start the initial commentary. This is in 4K. Check out the short, of course, as well. It'll only last a minute. This is the Kickstarter exclusive. This is from AmassGames, and it is 1 to 5 players. It's recommended by at least 3, I've been informed. It takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours, or 60 to 120 minutes. With this Titan edition, it comes with lots of other stuff too, and that includes there's some sleeves, I think some stuff from foil. Please.
I got some Kickstarter add-ons. So I went for the sleeves for everything. I got some neoprene play mats to replace some of the cardboard boards that you play with, and I got all of the little mini add-on packs, which we can probably cover later on.
Cool.
So this was a Kickstarter I backed last November. It was fulfilled in April in the UK. So obviously it's been sitting in the wrap for 2 months, waiting for the right time. So the time is now. So Titan Edition, it comes with inserts. Look, there's a Luminal app. Fractured Sky, that was a Kickstarter.
Oh, it's facing you, so it's orientated.
That's fine. So that's perfect. So that was a Kickstarter that closed in April. So I backed that one as well. Look forward to playing that sometime next year. Articles of Agreement. It's rules. Got an Origins comic. If you want to learn more about some of the characters and the locales. This is the organizer, so it's going to show you what set and what type of card need to go in which section. Armory board. So this is for the base game, where you'll have your crew, parts, objective cards. I'll get into that. And then the other half of the board, which is the prestige track. That's you need to get 10 prestige to win. Contracts that you'll do cooperatively or solo, and objectives that you can achieve to unlock more powerful abilities for your crew. So this is 1-player terminal. So the main ship with 4 upgrade slots, and it tells you how many cards you have in your base layout. So you have 3 energy, I think that's 2 cannon, 2 shields, 2 gears, I'll check what that is, and a miss or a blank. So if you flip a blank card, it's basically, it doesn't count towards your score for the turn. And so you want to try and get rid of those blank cards if you can, replace them with more powerful upgrades. And then we've got the Binding Ties, Nomad and Overlord expansions, and the associated rulebooks for each of those. The expansions are, you can play with them, with one, with up to all 3. The Overlord is probably the most popular one because it adds a lot more kit and upgrades. And then the Nomad allows a planet tracker, and each planet will have specific missions or objectives associated with it, like find crew, rescue hostages. And so the Nomad allows you to be a bit more picky about what missions you choose. And then the Binding Ties just gives a bit more, I think it's just some more upgrades and overlays, but we can probably go through those later on. And then obviously there's a nice rigid plastic divider, lots of little gaps and drops.
You're going to place stuff in the top of there.
So yeah, you're going to place ships. You're going to have ship components that are going to sit in here. You're going to have prestige points, maybe credit tokens, and this is just so that the cards don't jump out of the bottom tray.
Okay, game trays. Okay.
So yeah, I went for Sumbling. I didn't go for the titanium dice or anything silly like that, which were like £50 for a set of 12 dice.
Wow.
But these are metal coins, so upgrade on the standard cardboard, and 3s and 1 denominations. So that's credits that you're going to fight for or battle for. These are, I think, progress trackers, which you can keep track of different things. The ships. Each ship is unique with colour and design. There were metal ships, but again, I thought I don't need to go overboard. And then you have 2 sets because one's going to be on the prestige tracker, keeping track of your score as you progress through the game.
Pardon the pun, of course, overboard with ships. And we have dice distancing in the video, so check out the playlist for the dice distancing. How far dice roll when not either dice tray. Of course, this is going in an unboxing, teaser, trailer, preview, over video. It may well go in the family weight playlist, the AmassGames playlist, and as you can see, those are recessed die faces.
Yeah, exactly. It's really nice. These are the hazard dice, so you will roll these determining how many hits you have to protect for your team or your ship. Hits will cost you prestige, so negative points, which no one really wants. These are the prestige trackers, so you can count how many victory points you score with those. There's some player boards. This is the reputation terminal. I think that's for the Binding Ties. reputation terminals times 5, so that you'd get a reputation with the other factions in the universe, or in the galaxy rather.
I guess I might play Lavender first off. So also check out the comments and description, always best on YouTube, where you support the channel via Patreon, occasionally competitions via Linktree, they are time sensitive. Also head through to support the channel via Instagram, there's over 3,000 posts including pictures for this, and obviously go to Games Online. Back to you.
Yeah, so there's 2 sets, there's a standard up to 10 and an extended length, extended up to 15 prestige to win, so you can have longer games if you want to include the Overlord and sort of Binding Ties expansion, which have got a lot more kit that you might want to unlock. And so this is a Nomad board, so each of the different planets is going to have different missions associated with. Green tends to be crew, yellow I think is missions, blue, can't remember, orange is probably contacts, so again that's probably crew members. Anomalies you have to unlock, and the active policy is the objectives. But we can cover those in a bit more detail. And we've got some holo foils. So as part of the Kickstarter campaign, there was the backers were asked to vote every day to nominate 1 card to progress through to the holo foil treatment. So I think there's about 24 holo foil special cards here, which are copies of existing cards in the deck. So you can either play with the holo foils or both, depending on your whims. And so there's loads and loads of cards that we probably don't have time to go through all.
Do you fancy opening 1 pack? Only because I'm terrible at opening packs of cards, like comes like this.
Yeah, so the action deck.
This is why I don't smoke. There we go.
Yeah, there is a little.
So you can use this as well if you want to.
That's right, I found it. There's a little tape and a tab on the corner. Just I was trying to go.
Sometimes
between
they
the
work,
gaps.
and sometimes they just have a complete seal on them.
They go halfway, and then the rest you have to do. So I think these are just smaller than standard size.
Okay.
There's also some smaller objective and crew tokens.
Slightly bigger than Architect's West Kingdom, maybe?
Yeah. The foil, the finish is really nice. It's a matte texture on the back.
Okay. And it might feel like GSM thickness. All right, relatively thin, but
Thin,
there might be
very flexible.
there might be even like a 350 if it's a full-on plastic mode.
Yeah.
I know they're obviously bound in plastic anyway, but
yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
these are the cards you have in your deck, effectively, and you can acquire new cards to enhance your damage, or your reactor. Reactor gives you actions. So blue means if you have a reactor, you can take 2 further actions, which chains together. And you need green for shields to protect you from those horrible hits, which I can't seem to find here, probably because it's another deck.
And nothing to punch, which is great. Just obviously
unseen. Yeah, there's no punch board here.
Great. And lastly, you've got a couple of other things just out of shots.
So yeah, this was for Kickstarter backers. It was a special character, Morimara. I believe came from one of their previous games. I can't quite remember the name of it, but it was a Mysterial something. So it's got a promo pack.
So this will go in the promo playlist as well?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. That does look cool.
It's an action card that you can acquire, and he says, subtract 2 from any 1 requirement. So if you have to get a score of 3, you now need to score 1 to pass that test.
Okay, cool.
And it's a holo foil, so it's very, very shiny. Although
yeah,
the
it's
glare
bouncy off the light though. If you go that way slightly, there we go. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see the shine. Excellent. And is these are play mats or something?
Yeah. So this is, I think, one of the Nomad boards, or the. So this is a dispatch. So it's got
3
contracts.
Probably.
Yeah, it's got double stitched edges.
Oh yeah.
Non-slip back.
Very nice.
But it doesn't smell like paraffin, which is great.
No, I haven't noticed anything yet.
And that is the crew manifest and ship part supply. So this is basically armory and dispatch boards, which replace those 2 boards that we saw earlier.
Ah, okay.
So a bit more space for the expansions.
Okay.
And the other thing that I got was the negotiation board. This allows you to barter with other players on the missions. You put the rewards that each player will get if they're participating, so you know that it's fixed and it won't move around.
Okay, Orcs Vault. Okay.
So that each colour will get a reward based on the mission, and you put the rewards down. So if the mission's successful, you get your reward. If the mission's unsuccessful, you don't get the rewards.
Okay. I think that's about it then. So hopefully you found that of interest. Obviously like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we look forward to seeing you over on Instagram and Facebook to join the discussion. So for now, just home to say, back to the table.